You are watching Mentor English, Professor MA Raza. We have lot of other electronic channels for the betterment of society. For example, Palia TV1, Mentor English, Mentor Urdu, Mentor Turkish, Mentor uh, Arabic, and Jamia Darulum Sheikhul Islam. So must subscribe and hit the bell icon to all. Thanks, my online family. I love you all. Welcome everyone, especially the subscribers, watchers, and the old fans, and my dear students, especially the students of BS English. And today we are gonna start the new series about novel, and we will define it novel series by Professor MA Raza, and we will I'll try my best to give you the best review according to your detailed examinational point of view, and detailed descriptional point of view, detailed quizzes point of view, detailed assignmental point of view, and detailed my personal own opinions, thoughts as a writer and as a mentor. So, what is novel? The novel is an important part of literature today. In order to fully understand it as a genre, GENRE will be pronounced as genre. Okay, students. The starting point is to define the term novel and explore the very nature of the novel. Further, the following loose definitions of the term are given at the outset. The first, the Google Online Dictionary describes the novel as a fiction prose narrative which is of a book length, typically depicting characters and actions with certain level of realism, similar to a kind of real life situation. That is also the similar to ChatGPT information or ChatGPT definition. The shorter Oxford Dictionary considers the novel as a fictional prose narrative of an appropriate length and in which action and characters are representative of real life, portraying a plot of some complexity. The Cambridge English Dictionary describes the novel as a long printed story about imaginary events and characters. The online Encyclopedia Britannica has defined the novel as fiction prose narrative of a considerable length and which with a certain complexity that deals with the human experiences imaginatively, normally through a series of connected events, thus involving a group of people in a certain setting. Wikipedia says that the novel is a relatively long fiction narrative work written normally in its prose form and which is published typically in the form of a book. Margaret Ann Duday, in her book on the history of novel titled as the true story of the novel 1996, gives a very broad definition of the novel. According to her, a novel would be considered a novel if it is fictional work, it is written in a prose form, and it is of an appropriate length. All of the above definition focus more or less on the same broader characteristics of the genre, showing that it is work of fiction written in prose and it is of considerable length. In other words, One loose definition of the term novel identifies the literary genre as represented or exemplified by works such as the novel of Jane Austen. However, it should be highlighted that none of the above definition is complete for truly defining the novel as a literary genre. All of them might be identifying some aspect of the novel, but none of them is comprehensive. Defining the novel in its complete sense is a difficult thing, as no exact definition is possible. The problem is that the novel is similar to other related genres in many ways. For example, the novel is quite similar to a short story, romance, and even epic. There are elements of poetry, dramatic monologue, pastoral style, history, elegy, and tragedy, etc. Moreover, the most commonly used phrase about the novel, for example, considerable length, is even misleading. How much is a considerable length? How much is a considerable length is another question. In this sense, it is another difficult task to differentiate between a full length short story and a small novel or a novelet. The explanation given in the above definition are still important, as these give us some impressions of the term novel, and we start making sense of the literary genre called the novel from these incomplete definitions. Further on, exploring the term novel, the origin of the term novel is discussed in the next section, or in our next lecture we will create. Now I would like to give you some important points to remember, that you will definitely use these three important points that are very much important to you for this particular sequence and this particular uh, standard and appropriate work, and to understand the main theme of this lecture, along with the particular dictionaries. For example, what is being said by Wikipedia, what is being said by the online Encyclopedia Britannica, what is said by the Cambridge English Dictionary, and what is said by the shorter Oxford Dictionary, and the Google Online Dictionary describes all these important points. And important definitions are the major definitions that you can use for your assignment, that you can use for your quizzes, that to understand your quizzes and to solve your quizzes. And you can also define it for all your further assignments, whether you are the student of Lahore University, whether you are the student of Lums University, whether you are the student of Minhaj University, whether you are the student of Superior University, whether you are the student of the University of the Central Punjab, or whether you are the student of Gujarat University, or whether you are the student of Sargoda University. So these are the important and main points that you focused on in your first lecture, and the topic is that what is novel according to in a random situation, in a general situation, in a general opinion, in a normal opinion, in the norm of facts, and in I would like to say that in a particular simple or briefing element, or in a brief sense. So today we have discussed particularly that what is novel according to its basic companion, or as a basic companion. So we will be right back with you with the new topic. kindly I would like to request to you that subscribe and hit the bell icon. And if you or any one of your relating person is searching for novel in Urdu, then must subscribe Murshid Urdu, Professor MA Raza. So let me go now and say with me, do something more for humanity, do something more for knowledge and practices. Have a good day. You are watching Mentor English, Professor MA Raza. We have lot of other electronic channels for the betterment of society. For example, Palia TV1, Mentor English, Mentor Urdu, Mentor Turkish, Mentor uh, Arabic, and Jame Darulum Sheikhul Islam. So must subscribe and hit the bell icon to all. Thanks, my online family. I love you all.